Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad bin Osman. My number is 20BB01 I would like to explain about introduction of international trade. International trade is simply the sale and purchase of services and goods beyond the national borders. International trade can be done by governments or firms that have the stamina of or operating on the international scale. In fact, the modern world consists of mutual interdependence among various economies of nations. There have been massive and extensive studies of international trade and its impact on the economies of the world, whether in individual economies, regional economies, or global economies. Next, I would like to elaborate 5 benefits of international trade activities to a nation. International trade allows countries to exchange goods and services with the use of money as a medium of exchange. The benefits of international trade have been the major drivers of growth for the last half of the 20th century. Several benefits that can identify with reference to international trade are as follows. First, greater variety of goods available for consumption. International trade brings in different varieties of a particular product from different destinations. This gives consumer a wider array of choices, which will not only improve their quality of life, but as a whole, it will help the country grow. Secondly, efficient allocation and better utilization of resources. Efficient allocation and better utilization of resources seen countries tend to produce goods in which they have a comparative advantage. When countries produce through comparative advantage, wasteful duplication of resources is prevented. It helps save the environment from harmful gases being leaked into the atmosphere, and also provides countries with better marketing power. Promotes efficiency in production. International trade promotes efficiency in production as countries will try to adopt better methods of production to keep costs down in order to remain competitive. Countries that can produce a product at the lowest possible cost will be able to gain larger share in the market. Therefore, an incentive to produce efficiently rises. This will help to increase the standards of the product, and consumer will have a good quality product to consume. Next is more employment. More employment could be generated as the market for the country's goods widens through trade. International trade helps generate more employment through the establishment of newer industries to cater to the demands of various countries. This will help countries to bring down their unemployment rates. Last is consumption at cheaper cost. International trade enables a country to consume things which either cannot be produced within its borders, or production may cost very high. Therefore, it becomes cost cheaper to import from other countries through foreign trade.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Sharifah Mirzani. Number matrix 20BB01 My point is find difference between the domestic trade and international trade. Meaning, international trade refer to trade between two different countries. Example, Malaysia and United States, or one country and the rest of the world. Example, India and Great Britain. The former is called bilateral trade and the latter multilateral trade. Domestic trade is trade which takes place between the different regions of the same country. Firstly, for my point is language. Different countries have different language. This factor can often act as barrier to trade. Trade was said abroad might have to employ language specialists and incur additional expenses through the necessity of having special form labor, installation, and another. For secondly, different legendary mobility of labor and capital. In the case of domestic trade, there is a fair amount of mobility of labor, but the mobility of labor and to smaller extent of capital is found in the case of international trade. Labor and capital are fairly mobile within the country, but they cannot freely move between two countries. Thirdly, currency. Each country has a different currency, that a different type of money which is acceptable only with its own frontier. In India, the currency is the rupiah and French, while in the United States is dollar. If India imported by goods from a French manufacturer, the payment must be made in France, which have to be purchased in the foreign exchange market. Fourthly, distance. The risk involved in the transporting goods increase with the distance and the frequency with which the goods are handled. Hence, there is great chance of loss, damage or delay with sending goods of the country abroad. Lastly, competition. At home, a manufacturer may protect from such competition by duty or purchase imposed by the government. Hence, competition may be restricted to other home manufacturers. However, in international market, the manufacturer may have to face competition from producers in that market as also from other foreign exporters. That's all.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Zahiruddin bin Jari and my number meeting 20 BB01 Today, I would like to describe the reason why the government need to enforce the competition policy in international trade. Okay, number one is infant industry. This is another popular argument in developing and developed countries as well. Newly established industry may not enjoy the cost and production efficiencies enjoyed by competitors who have been in business long enough to develop production efficient and innovative technologies. The second one is diversify the economy. Economy diversification is a key component of economic growth in which a nation transition to a more complex system of production and trade. Increase export to external shock that can weaken the outlook for longer term economic growth will also associate with a lack of economic diversification. Number 3. Raise revenue for the government. By increasing tax rates, reducing tax breaks, widening the tax base, strengthening regulation, and laying new tax policymakers will directly rise in revenue. Via policies that increase economic development, jobs, and wealth, they will indirectly boost revenue. Number 4 is balance of payment. Advocates of protections are alarmed at the deficit in the balance of payment current account. When trade deficit persists and those politicians begin to wield trade protection 3 and 7 protectionism to battle to the perceived injustice in the country trade relations. And the final is number 5, employment. An industry that has not been preparing for competition, global or domestic, lose market share and jobs are lost. Workers and their representatives and employees lobby the government very strongly to obtain protection, and they often do. Protection reduce import and preserve some jobs, but the subsequent reduction in export reduce employment in export. And the conclusion is international trade and investment is constituted by economic relations. This irregularity is embedded in a situation where prosperous countries are impatient to stipulate free trade for the other, but are hesitant to comply on themselves and capable to evade doing so. The current market of international trade promotes growth and aims to reduce poverty. Different theories have a different assumption, but the modern theory is considered to be more efficient than the other as it focuses on both. For example, export as an import, the protection concept is efficiently being used by the countries in order to avoid exploitation and also ensure smooth going in trade.